Hi, I'm Shelah with Serikzhan. We're going to be talking about Gazira and about him and his work today. And if you would introduce yourself.
My name is Serikzhan Bilash. I'm the founder of Kazakh human rights organization based in Kazakhstan, and we are the first team which collected the first-hand and a huge amount of facts about re-education camps in Xinjiang, China.
Okay. I understand you worked with Gazira and her family in helping to get her out of China. Is that correct? And that you do this quite often. I'm understanding in the thousands of people you have helped. How many would you say?
Around 1,000 people already released from Chinese re-education camps located in Xinjiang. And we classify these former detainees, most of them women, like Mrs. Gulzira Wilhan, and there are also young girls and young gentlemen, and we classify them because of their history, and because of the situation of the re-education camps which they stayed before. So Gulzira is the number one which we rescued from China, and after then rescued from Kazakhstan. And also there are thousands of former detainees staying in Kazakhstan, and they are not safe.
Okay.
And most of them, they want to tell their life, they want to tell their history while they were stayed in re-education camps, but they afraid because of Kazakhstan national security is ruled by Chinese Communist Party, and because of the pro-Chinese people is very strong in Kazakhstan, include the Kazakhstan government.
Okay.
So these former detainees, they afraid to tell about their history. And I have one idea: if we rescue all of them, or collect some very important of them and let them come to America, and it will be helpful the whole world understand what happened in Xinjiang, China.
Okay, I understand what you're saying there. I wanted to clarify things that I may not quite understand, and the word family kept coming to mind today. I want to know a little bit more about your family, but also about Gazira. I did not understand from a previous interview exactly the details of her children and her dad and her brother-in-law. Will you maybe give us a synopsis of that for us?
Yeah, her history is very typical history. For example, she had to visit the back China 2017. There are two reasons. First reason, her brother-in-law called her and her husband, and they said because while they immigrated from Xinjiang to Kazakhstan at 2014, they didn't sell their house, their real estates. And the real estate is in staying in China, but they can't sell it. And the brother-in-law, they said, maybe you come back and there are a lot of papers, you have to sign it. And it is just an excuse because her brother-in-law is, because of Chinese police, threatened him and let him call. And in that time, her brother-in-law, he didn't know if her sister-in-law will visit back China, the Chinese police will arrest her. He didn't know. And he did this call by the order of Chinese national security and the Chinese police. And in that time, Mr. Tursunjan went to visit back China, but there are a lot of reasons he didn't visit. And Mrs. Gulzira said, okay, let me visit China first by the wish of our brother-in-law. Second, I want to see my father, because she said her father is not disabled person.
I understood, bedridden.
Yeah.
And
So-
was the brother, I mean, but the brother-in-law, was he pressured or tricked into calling her.
Yeah, by the pressure of Chinese national
Pressure,
security.
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And we collected the last 5 years that kind of occasion. We collected around 1,000 people.
Okay.
All of them by all of these people invited to visit back China because of their friends.
Using family pressure against them. Okay. Their emotional ties.
It is very popular situation in China.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the Chinese police until now is threatening these family members who kept in China, and they tell everything directly. If your relatives or family members who already immigrated from China to Kazakhstan, if they say something against Chinese Communist Party, we will arrest all of you.
Oh.
And it is everybody know it.
Okay. And even I've heard friends as well could be pressured
Yeah.
and used against you and so
Yeah.
forth. Okay, so I understand. I just wanted to clarify that. But family, the binds in Chinese family, are they similar to what you see in America? Are they stronger? Or in your country, family, what does family mean to you and what would it mean to Gazera?
You know, we are Asian. We are a little different from European people and also American people because we think even brother-in-law and they has different families, but we also call each other one family.
Okay.
Yeah, we are relatives.
Okay, so the extended family is just considered one big family,
Yeah,
not
one big family.
more
Yeah.
disintegrated or more
Yeah.
apart than we are
Yeah.
here at times. Okay.
So the Chinese Communist Party know everything and they using this and threaten these people who kept in China, living in China, and through this Kazakhs, they want to rule, they want to control the Kazakhs outside of China.
Okay, I understand that. Yesterday, I watched an interview and an interpreter interviewing Gazera, and I understand there were maybe a few discrepancies that you overheard. Were some things you wanted to clarify that were said yesterday that might not interpreted correctly?
Yeah, yesterday's interview is a very typical interview. The first, the journalist asked the Uyghur problem.
Okay.
At the beginning, and it is a little unsatisfy us or a little let us angry because the whole world
A little what? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear what you were saying.
because while they talk only Uyghur problems.
Oh, okay.
We are not so happy. Yeah, there are real exist Uyghur problems, but why the whole world, the whole journalists and the politicians, researchers, and see why they ignore our Kazakh people.
Okay.
We are different. Kazakh, the second largest population in Xinjiang, China.
Okay.
Second largest population.
Wow.
Almost the north part of whole Xinjiang belongs to us. We are nomadic people. We are until now our people keeping nomadic lifestyle. And we are very different from Uyghur people. Yes, our situation is very similar.
Okay.
For Chinese Communist Party, we are same people.
Okay.
For Chinese Communist Party, any kind of ethnic minority who is not Han Chinese, they are same. Because Chinese Communist Party think, if only you are not Han Chinese, you are all of them you are enemy. For example, Mongols, Tibetans, and the Hmongs, and the Manchus, Hui Muslims, Kazakhs, Uyghurs, Kyrgyzs, all this ethnic minority, they think they are similar. But Gulzira is Kazakh, IM is Kazakh, and our human rights organization, almost we collected more than 95% of all first-hand facts about the education camps.
Oh.
My team is the number one team in the world who lets the world understand what happened in China.
Okay.
And my team, we rescued thousands of people in the world, there are no another team like our team.
Okay.
And we are the first team who talked about in the first time, the most early, we published the news, the facts, first-hand facts about re-education camps.
And when was this? What year?
At the end of 2016, at the beginning of 2017,
Okay.
and because all the Kazakhs, because the first fact is, the Kazakhstan, it is very important fact in re-education camp, this problem, because around 500,000 Kazakhs immigrated from China to Kazakhstan last 30 years after
Okay.
Soviet Union collapsed, after Kazakhstan get independent. And this 500,000 Kazakhs is our source.
Okay.
500,000 Kazakhs. There are no any ethnic minority like Kazakhs living outside of China.
Okay.
Only the Kazakhs. It is around 500,000. And all these 500,000 Kazakhs, every family, they lost their loved ones, family members inside the camps. And that's our source. And we collect the factors from these 500,000 Kazakhs and let them stand up and tell the world they lost their family members, they lost their loved ones inside the camps. And after these Kazakhs recorded the videos by my team, and the world began to understand that.
Paying attention.
Pay
And
attention
that's
to-
what your goal is, or your
Yeah.
heart. Your heart also, family. I hear that from you from our other conversations, and it touched my heart when you were saying that you have helped rescue others from China, but your family's not in China. I'll let you tell what you want to tell about that. But that you can't. You're frustrated because you feel that right now you're not able to do what needs to be done to rescue your family.
Yeah.
Would you just say a little bit about your family?
Yeah, my wife and my 3 sons. I have 3 sons.
3 sons, okay.
Yeah, and now from the September 2020, they living in Turkey.
Okay.
And I also living in Turkey, and because I flee from Kazakhstan the last September, the
Okay.
correctly says September 9, 2020, and because of the pressure of Kazakhstan government. And from the last September, we living in Turkey very well, but I have American visa. So many years ago, I got American visa, and but my family they didn't got it.
Okay.
And now, because of pandemic, because of the American consulate and American embassy at Turkey, because of pandemic time,
So right now you're separated from
Yeah,
your
yeah, we're
family,
separated.
and your
So-
heart is to
Yeah,
be
so I
reunited
think,
with your wife
I
and
can,
3 sons.
Yeah, I can rescue thousands of people from China, but I can't rescue my family.
Okay.
And every day I think, I'm guilty. I talk with my son,
Uh-huh.
3
Okay.
of them, and they cry, "Father, Dad, when will you come back? And when will you bring us to America? We miss you." While they cry, and I will cry together with them.
Cry together with them.
Yeah, because it is very hard to me. My 3 sons, they are only 6 years old, 4 years old, and 1 year old.
Oh, okay.
And they are so young, and they are not safe. They
So-
are not safe in Turkey.
So you pray and would hope others would pray for
Yeah.
family to be reunited. And this, I understand too, you have a heart for families. And what would you want others to know who watch this? What can they do, or what do you wish they would know?
I wish people pray for us, pray for all the ethnic minority who arrested by Chinese government, and pray for all the former detainees who released from China but living in Kazakhstan because of pressure, and they afraid to talk their experience, their life inside the camps. and pray for all these people. I wish people help them. I wish people help us, because I want to rescue all of these former detainees, but we need a sponsorship. Yeah, we need people donate us, help us, and because it is need a lot of money.
And how could they contact you if someone wanted to contact you?
Yeah, they could find me through my mobile phone and
Or email or your
or
website?
email. Yeah, website.
What is your website?
Our website is Facebook is blocked by Facebook company 3 times, and it is already published in foreign media. And our YouTube channel also blocked by YouTube 1 week ago. And our YouTube channel managed by my brother Ata-Jurt Bilash,
Okay.
and one of our team member Galim Rakizhan.
Okay.
And our YouTube channel is also cyber attack, and the report our YouTube channel is a harassment and another any kind of excuse, and because of the Chinese internet army is very strong, and YouTube, you know, everything is they are making by computer, and our YouTube channel is blocked 1 week ago.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
but we will have a blurb or written out with the video that someone
my
can
email,
find.
they could write to my email, and my email is qazaqya @gmail.com.
Okay, thank you. And again, it touched my heart. Just I see your love not only for the people you help rescue, but even more for your family. But I love seeing that. So thank
you
you.
very much.
Okay.
It's my pleasure.